Hello students and welcome to this new video. This is the part 3 video of our session 1 in unit 2. Our unit 2 is word processing intermediate, and in this session 1 we are studying about how we can manage the headers and footers in a Word document. Okay, in this part 3 video we are now going to study how we can insert different fields in a header and footer in a Word document. Okay, in the previous two videos we have seen how we can add a header or a footer to a Word document, and we've also seen how we can edit as well as remove any header or footer from a Word document. And in this video, now today we will see how we can insert the different fields to a header and footer in a Word document. Now let us start the topic. See, the Microsoft Word fields are very easy to insert and they can be automatically updated. Automatic updation means what? Like for example, we can insert the date within the header of a document and we can arrange it in such a manner that every time when we will reprint the document, then what date will be shown on the printout? The current date will be shown. The date on which it was inserted in the document, that date will not be shown. Every time whenever we will reprint the document, whenever we will get a printout of the document, what date will be shown in the printout? The current date at which the printing was done, the current date of printing will be displayed on the document. Okay, in this way you can see that the fields can be very easily inserted as well as automatically updated also. Okay, now we will see how we can add the current date field to the extreme right of footer section in a document. Okay, for that what we will do, we will follow the simple steps given over here. First of all, we will click on the insert tab. Then in the header and footer group of the insert tab, we will go to the header button. See, the header button is a very important button which is having the different options for adding and inserting different things in the header and footer. So we will go to the header and footer group and there we will click on the header button. Then what option we will select? We will click on the edit footer option. Why we are going to edit footer option? Because here we wanted to edit the footer. We want to insert the current date in the footer. That is why we have chosen the edit footer option. If you wanted to add the date into the if you wanted to add the date to the header, then which option we will choose? We will choose, in that case we will choose the edit header option. But here we want to insert the current date in the footer. That is why we will choose the edit footer option over here. Okay, so you have to click on the edit footer option. Then what you will see? You will see that the footer text is now, the footer is now come into the editing mode. As soon as you choose the edit footer option, the footer will come in the editing mode, and now we can see the footer text at the bottom of the document. Okay, you can see the footer text which is now available for editing also. Okay, but here now we are not going to edit the footer text. Why? Because we are going to insert the current date into the footer. So that is why what we will do, we will click at the end of the footer text. The footer text is at the center of the footer. So we have to move the pointer to the extreme right. That is why we will first click at the end of the footer text, and then in the third step we will press the tab key. By pressing the tab key, what we are doing, we are shifting the insertion point or the cursor to the extreme right of the footer, because we want to insert the data at the extreme right. That is why moving from the end of the footer text, we are moving towards, by pressing the tab key, we are moving the cursor to the extreme right of the footer. Now in the fourth step, what we will do, we will click on the quick parts drop down arrow. See, the quick parts option is available in the design tool of the header and footer tools. In the design tab of the header and footer tools, the quick parts option is available. So you have to go to the design tab in the header and footer tools and then click on the quick parts option. Okay, then first of all you have to click on the drop down arrow. You can see the quick parts drop down arrow shown over here. This button is shown over here. It is also having a drop down arrow. You have to click on the arrow. Then what will happen? This list will be shown as it is shown in the figure. This list will be opened. Okay, from you can see that there is an option which is named as field in this list. Okay, the third option in this list is field. So what you will choose? We will click on the field command. We will choose the field option from this list. Why? Because we want to insert a field in the footer. Okay, then as soon as you click on the field command and from the drop down list, then what will happen? This field dialog box will appear. This field dialog box will be shown as soon as you click on the field option. This field dialog box will be shown. Now what we will do, we will first see this field dialog box is having two different fields, two different lists. The first list is having the field names, from which you have to choose one particular field name for it to be inserted, and the second list is showing the different properties of that selected field. Whatever field name we will choose from the first list, that selected depending on that selected field name, the properties of that field will be displayed in the second list. Second list is that of the field properties. What field properties? The field which I have chosen in the first list, corresponding to that field name, that field name, the different properties will be shown in the field property list, which is the second list. Okay, you can see if I will zoom this figure, you can see the first list is that of the field names, and the second list is that of the field properties. Okay, so whatever field we are choosing from the first list, depending on that field name, the different properties of that field will be shown in the second field property list. So we will first choose one of the field names, and then we will choose one of the properties in this second list, which is the field property list. Like for example, here what we are choosing, we are going to choose the date field. The date field we are going to choose from the first list because we want to insert the current date. So what we will choose here, we will first of all we will choose from the field name list, we will choose the date option, we will choose the date field from here. Then corresponding to the date field, we can see that we will get a field, corresponding to the date option, we will see that the field property list will show us the different date formats. A date format is a specific way of writing the date. All of us know that there are different formats for writing the date. Okay, like there is a some example of formats are DD, MM, YY, which means that the day and the month are mentioned before the year. Then we can also have the date as YY, then MMDD, which means that we are writing the year first, then month, then date. Okay, similarly we can have MMDD YY, which means that we are writing the month first and then we are writing the date followed by the year. So in this way we can have different types of date formats for specifying the date. So here this field property list is showing us the different date formats, and we have to choose a particular format, in whatever format we want to display the date. That specific format we should choose from this field property list. Okay, so now in the sixth step, what we will do, we will select the date as category and the date format as shown in this figure. Then what we will do, we will click on the OK button. Then we will see the as soon as you click on the OK button, we will see that the selected field value, which is the date, will be inserted at the insertion point, which is at the extreme right of the footer. We will see that at the extreme right of the footer, the current date will be inserted. Okay, now this topic is complete. Now I hope you have understood how to insert the date. Now we'll start with the next topic, which is how to add a page number to a header or a footer in Word. So for adding a page number, what has to be done? Again, very simple set of steps have to be followed here. What is the first step? Again, in the header and footer tools, what we will do, you will click on the design tab, and then in the design tab there is an insert group, and within the insert group we will find the option of quick parts. Okay, this quick parts option is same quick parts option which we have used in the previous topic also. Okay, in the previous topic also, for inserting the date, we have chosen the quick parts option. Here also for inserting the page number also, we will choose the same option from the insert tab in the quick design tab. From the insert group in the design tab, we will choose the quick parts option. Then from the drop down list that appears, we will choose the field option. Okay, here also we have chosen the field option. Again here the same field option we will choose here also. Okay, in the first step, so we will choose from the quick parts option, we will choose the field command from the drop down list, and then what will happen, the field dialog box will be opened as in the previous topic. Again the field dialog box is opened. Then what will happen, in the field names list we will choose the page under the field properties. Okay, under the field names, under the field names list, what we will choose, previously we had chosen date, here we want to insert the page number, so we will choose the page as the field name. What we will choose in the first list, we will choose the page as a field name, and then in the second list is for the field properties. Here what we will choose, under the field property list we will choose the numbering format. Previously we had chosen the date format because we was inserting the current date. Here we are inserting the page number, so we will choose the numbering format for the page number. Whatever numbering format we want to use for displaying the page number, that numbering format we will choose from the field property list. Okay, after we have chosen these two things, then we will click on OK. Okay, so these are simple 3 steps which are to be followed for inserting the page number. As soon as you click on OK, then what we will see that at the insertion point, the page number will be inserted into our header or footer. Wherever is the insertion point, whether it is at the header or it is in the footer, at that insertion point the page number will be inserted in the document. Okay, in the header or the footer. Then the last step is to click on the, after we have done all the adding, then what we have to do, we have to click on the close header and footer button to come out from the edit mode. Why we have to come out from the edit mode? Because in the edit mode we have chosen the edit mode, we have opened the edit mode for editing the header and footer. After the editing is complete, now we have to come out from the edit mode. So for coming out from the edit mode, we have to click on the close header and footer button. This close header and footer button we have seen in the previous topic also. This is shown with a red color sign. You can see here, this is the close header and footer button. Okay, so this is displayed with a red color here. This is cross button is shown over here. For coming out of the edit mode, what we will do, we have to just click on this button, and then what will happen, we will come out of the edit mode, and now the document can be viewed in the normal mode. So in the normal mode, you will see that whatever values, whatever fields we have added in the header, all those values in the header or footer, all those values which you have added in the header and footer, these will be displayed at their specific points in the header and footer, and we can see them normally as if view the whole document. We can view these inserted field also in the header and footer by coming out of the edit mode. Okay, so now our last topic of the chapter is about inserting image into our headers or footers. Okay, we have seen how we can insert different fields. Now we will see how we can insert the pictures or images into our header or the footer. Okay, so let us now here we will see how we can insert a picture into the header. Okay, for that what we have to do, we have to follow these 4 steps. The first step is very simple. We have to double click on the header text to activate it. See, we have to there are 2 ways to enable the header text for editing. First of all, we can go on the we can click on the header option, header button, then we can click on the edit header button. We can choose the edit header option from the list, or the second method is to double click on the header. If you double click on the header, then again what will happen? It will automatically be activated for editing. Okay, so double clicking is one more method of opening the header in the editing mode. If you double click on the header or the footer, then what will happen? The header or the footer will automatically open in the editing mode. Otherwise, the second option, the other option, we have already studied that we can do that by clicking on the header button in the header and footer group. We can click on the header button, and then we can choose edit header or edit footer for editing the header or footer respectively. This is one method. And the second method for opening in editing mode is you can directly double click on the header or footer. If you double click on the header or footer, then what will happen? That header or footer will be automatically open in the for editing in the edit mode. Okay, so for the first step is to double click on the header text to activate it. Then what we are going to do, we are going to click on the picture button in the insert group of header and footer tools. So when is this header and footer tools displayed? This header and footer tools ribbon will be displayed as soon as the header and footer have been come into the editing mode. As soon as the header and footer have opened in the editing mode, we can see the header and footer tools in the ribbon. Okay, in the tools ribbon we can see the header and footer tools. So in this header and footer tools, what we will choose? We will click on the picture button. See, the insert group is in the insert group of header and footer tools. The picture button is shown over there. So we have to click on the picture button for inserting the picture. Where we will click? We will click on the picture button in the insert group of the header and footer tools, which are displayed when the header or the footer has come into the edit mode. Okay, in the edit mode, what you will see? You will see the header and footer tools, and in those header and footer tools, we have to choose the picture button in the insert group. Okay. Then what will happen? This will open the insert picture dialog box with all the available pictures in the default pictures folder. See, we are all the computers are having a default pictures folder, or my pictures folder. The other name for default pictures folder is the my pictures folder. Okay, so whenever you will open you click on the picture button, then what will happen? The default pictures of the my pictures folder will be opened. Okay, it will show you all the available pictures, and you can choose any of those available pictures. Okay, you can search the picture. You can search for whatever picture you want. You can search the picture if it is stored in other folder. First of all, what we will do, we will search for the picture in that folder, in the default pictures folder. If you don't find the picture in the default picture folder, then what we can do, we can search for the picture in any other folder also. We can browse through our file manager. We can browse through the file explorer of a computer, and then in the file explorer, what we can see, we can search for the folder. We can search for the picture in any other folder also. Just we have to go to that folder. We can browse to that folder where the picture is contained, and then from that folder we can select that picture which we want to insert. Okay, after we have chosen the picture, after we have found the picture, then what we will do, we will click on the picture and then click insert button. How we can insert the picture? First of all, we will find the picture where whatever folder it is stored. Then we will open that folder, and then we will click on the picture. We will click on that specific picture. Okay, we will click on the picture which we want to insert, and then we will click on the insert button. Okay, then what will happen? We will notice that a picture will be inserted in the header section. As soon as we click on the insert button, we will see that the picture has been inserted in the header section at whatever point we have chosen for insertion. Okay, at the insertion point, the picture will be inserted in the header. Similarly, we can also insert a picture in the footer also. Okay, after that, the last step is the same. As in the previous topic, we will click on for closing the header and footer ribbon. For coming out of the edit mode, how will you come out of the edit mode? For coming out of the edit mode, we will choose we will click on the close header and footer button to see the picture in the normal mode. So in the normal mode, as we are viewing the whole document, similarly we can also view the picture which was inserted into the header in the normal mode just by coming out of the normal mode by clicking just by coming out of the edit mode by clicking on the close header and footer button. As soon as you click on the close header and footer button, we will now see the picture in the normal mode along with the rest of the document. So with this, we have completed this session 1 today. I hope you have understood all the topics which I have discussed. Okay. In the next video, we'll continue with the session 2 of our unit 2. Till then, thank you and goodbye.